You're watching Griffon Sports Insider, presented by Spine and Sport Physical Therapy. Now, here are your hosts, Brett Esely and Ryan Menley. Well, we're crawling to great lengths to get you your GSI fix. This week, Griffon basketball prepares for a Southern showdown, while this former floor general is Hall of Fame bound. This week, we've got Griffons in the weight room, Griffons in the combine, so get up off the floor, another week of GSI for all Griffon kind.
Good if it goes, and it goes in! Shot is good!
Hello and welcome. We're back. Lots to talk about this week, so let's get right after it, Brett Esely.
We were two of the Griffons that were in the weight room, right?
No, we were not.
We were not.
No.
We begin with basketball. Missouri Western men with a light week. Just one game on the docket, but a Saturday showdown at Missouri Southern.
And the Griffons are 8-9 overall after going 1-1 last week. Let's take a look back.
Wednesday, more than 3,100 in the multi in Warrensburg to see the Griffon men take on a salty Central Missouri squad. Griffons going without starter Darius Fulton, suspended one game for disciplinary reasons. Calvin Balke trying to fill that void, doing so nicely. Drains the three early, Griff's down one early. This one going back and forth early. Charles Hammark, steal, goes coast to coast for the finish. Central up 6 late in the half. Griffons finished strong though off the steal. Trez Colbert, the and one. He had 13 points. Western down 36-32 at the break. Mules open the second half strong though on a 9-2 run out of the gate. Dylan Deck 2 of his 20 points. Central pushes its lead to 13 with 10 minutes to play, but the Griffons never go away. More from Balke. He had 15. Griffons would get to within 4 with 5 to play, but Central turns it up and pours it on to close it out. Ryan Mogjosh, he also had 20. Mules finished the game on a 21-8 run, and they hand the Griffons an 81-63 loss. Central 14-3 overall. Griffons fall to 7-9, 2-6 in MIAA play.
Yeah, I don't think our guys quit, but you know they beat us in the paint with Dylan Deck and Hammer. But our guys didn't quit. It's a sense of, but we've got to get better.
Missouri Western men in Saturday action in front of a crowded field house. Griffons taking on Southwest Baptist in a wild back and forth affair. First half, hard to put this one into words. West men are off the steal. Volleyball bumps into Trez Colbert, who alley-oops to Hans Thun. That's pretty. Griff's down 4 early. Baptist with an answer, though. Afan Abotwelu down the lane, dunks it with his chin. Bearcats on fire early. They nailed 8 first-half threes. This one puts them up 6, but the Griffs come back to close the gap. Freshman Charlie Marquardt, he can hit threes, too, the hard way. The and one. Griffs go to the breakdown 39-37. Second half, they up the swag factor. Play of the night right here off the steal. Ryan Devers leads the break. Calvin Balke jumps out of the gym to finish the alley-oop. Griffs by 4 at this point. 5 minutes to play now. It's a 2-point game. More from Marquardt. He had a career-high 23 points on 6 of 8 shooting. That's enough to make your head spin. Later, Ryan Devers killing some time, let the shot clock wind down, then putting the dagger in the Bearcats' hearts. He had 19 on the night. Griffons had 4 in double figures. They were also 38 of 50 from the free throw line, and they snap a 3-game slide with an 89-84 win. Good performance for Western, which improves to 8-9 overall, 3-6 in conference play.
And that's, you know, for the first time in a couple of weeks, we were able to be ahead, not playing catch up, and then the kids did a good job of finishing the game. Hopefully we'll continue to keep developing character. The kids have character, the kids have some heart, and the kids are competitors.
I'm Trez Colbert, and I'm here with freshman of the year, Charlie. I'm not gonna lie, my freshman year, I didn't hit 24 points. So how you feel about that?
It was pretty cool to get that. I mean, the most important thing was the win, but it was fun to get that too. The coaches wanted me to go at them before the game. They said I could take it at them, so I just wanted to do it, go out there and take it to the guys and do what's best for the team. My teammates were doing a great job, giving me great passes.
Joining us now, head coach Brett Weiberg. Sounded like a broken record, but Charlie Marquardt, again, just kind of improves every week and career high the other night.
He had his best game probably, especially from the offensive standpoint.
Did you think he'd score 23 points all year?
No, I mean, that's a surprise to me. So I'm glad he did. But I can say this, it didn't take us long to realize, it took us a while, but probably about 6-7 weeks into the season, into the real practice, that this kid's better than we thought. He still has exceeded expectations. But it didn't take us too long to realize he's got a chance to be a little bit better than we thought, and then his work ethic and his toughness and his desire to get better is just allowing him to blossom.
7-2 at home this year. I believe it's 0-7 on the road. 1-1 in neutral territory, though. But
Right.
that is a big swing, and that really does come down to toughness, doesn't it?
It does. Toughness, making plays, being smart, and controlling the game. And so we think there's some winnable road games out there left on our schedule, and we're going to try to continue to compete every day and get better every day, and continue to believe in each other and believe in what we're doing. And I really think we're going to win a game on the road.
We get a couple of Wednesdays off here down the stretch. This week happens to be one of them. You get another chance to go on a road and get a win against a Missouri Southern team who haven't seen them yet, but they arguably might be one of the best, if not the best team in the league. They're 13-2. They've got some good road wins. They're playing some good ball. They have a very good player in Marcus Addison, Robert Korn's final year, and they're really playing good for him. This is going to be a major challenge to go down there, isn't it?
It is. A very good basketball team. They have all the pieces in order to be good, and I think they got a legitimate shot to win the league. They have good size. That's going to pose, I just have us face some challenges with their size. Their guards are physical, and so we're going to have to be tougher and be a little smarter. And, the whole thing is just play our best, control the game, and then they're going to, keeping them out of the paint off the offensive glass, and then just either the post feed or driving the basketball. We need them to shoot some threes.
Yeah, and they're talented everywhere, and I think you just hit on that. Try to get them to shoot some threes, but they're averaging 85 a game. They're only giving up 68 a game, which is near the top in the league in both categories. So defensively, they can shut you down a little bit too. And
they can.
And
they play mostly man-to-man, and they're one of the teams that get out and they try to dictate tempo.
They like to press too.
They're going to press you a little bit in a couple different ways, a little zone press, and then just a little man-to-man run and jump. But they, again, are one of the teams that I feel like really are trying to dictate tempo, play hard, deny one pass away, be good enough to rotate when you do drive. They got the size where they can send the guys to the size to make it hard to shoot over the top. But they're great in transition, offensive transition, so they're good on misses. Pretty good on makes in transition. They're really, really good in misses and really good when they turn the ball over.
Brett, we mentioned you got Wednesday off, which means he's got more time to think about Weiberg's wit.
Yes.
I don't think he really does, because you got to ask him now.
Well, but he's had more time to think about these answers. I have really gone out of the box today. I think these are always pretty good questions, but really good questions today.
He's not supposed to have time to ask about the questions.
And you know what's restaurant week?
Listen to me. What's restaurant week?
We've got a 4-course special for a very reasonable price.
Okay,
but
great.
If you have to ask, you probably can't afford it. So just get it.
Okay, it's one of those places.
Brett, this is the Get to Know Brett Weiberg edition of Weiberg's Wit. I have 3 questions that I'm really excited to ask you. First of all, do you cook? And if so, what's your specialty?
Breakfast.
Breakfast?
Yeah.
Can you make eggs any way? Or
yeah, I can make
casseroles?
No, just
you have a
simple breakfast.
secret sausage gravy or
no.
just simple
bacon?
breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, bacon, eggs, pancakes, waffles.
I really like casseroles.
Yeah.
You do one of those? No casseroles.
You don't do anything dinner? You don't do anything in the crock pot or anything?
No.
Dessert? Do you make breakfast for dinner sometimes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my kids and my favorite. I mean, we eat that all the time.
Okay.
Breakfast for dinner.
Let's move right along. Are you a runner?
No, I need to be.
You exercise?
Not near enough.
You just keep that physique all the time.
I
high
need to
metabolism.
exercise.
Running's overrated, right? I mean, wouldn't you rather just play basketball?
We would rather play, that's exactly right. So I kind of come under the same thing that our players do. Our players think we run all the time. Why should we ever have to run without a ball?
And finally, are you handy? If something breaks,
very
can you
limited.
fix it? Can you change a light bulb?
I was on an extended ladder yesterday because a couple days ago it got really windy and a piece of siding blew. And
oh my goodness.
I was pretty scared because I was at the very top of our house.
So you're not the guy that falls off the ladder and just hangs from the guy?
I would have been.
If you'd like to have that, we have a light out up there.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Would you get up there and change that, please? I thought maybe that was just my train of thought, which it might be. But
let me add one into the
please,
tantalizing Weiberg's
it's not
wit.
part of Restaurant Week.
We're back to basketball now. All-time starting 5. You can name any player from any era, any team, NBA, college. Go.
He has to name himself, right? Well, in there?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll just go with the guys that mostly played in my era. So I'd go with Magic at the point.
Short. Did they wear short shorts or long
shorts?
Yeah,
they did.
They
then.
did? Okay,
yeah,
short shorts.
I know we're going with this, the 80s.
And then I got through that, and then Jordan at the 2 guard. And then probably LeBron at just whoever, playing wherever.
I don't think he's ever wore short shorts, but
that'd be 6'9", 6'8", 6'5". Probably go with just size and play with size. Probably go with Tim Duncan. And then in my era, I guess I would go with Shaq.
Yeah.
So you go Shaq at the 4, I'm
Shaq
sorry,
at the
Tim
5.
Duncan at the 4, Shaq
Yeah,
at the
this
5.
would just go with size, and then if we could bring one guy off the bench, probably like a Reggie Miller. You know, it's someone that can shoot the
like
3.
that.
He is.
Good team.
That's a good team.
You know, and bring someone that's
Dream
not
team.
quite as athletic, but someone who can really shoot it off the bench.
NBA was better back in the 80s and 90s, wasn't it? Quality
It
play was
good.
better.
It was good.
Athletes are better
It was
now.
a different game. Bigger guys
Weight
now.
training.
You can touch people then.
More
You can-
physical then. Bigger guys now. More physical back then in the 80s and early 90s and stuff.
You know, you left Larry Bird off. He's a big guy.
And
6-man off.
he's
Wow.
one of my top 10 of all time.
You know, I get it though. You LeBron,
Patrick
I
Ewing?
think he could.
John Stockton and Malone?
Yeah. John Starks? No.
Yeah, John Starks.
No, please not.
Bill Laimbeer, he didn't make the team for toughness.
That's Brett Weiberg.
Let's get tough on Saturday and win a game.
Okay,
huh? On the
thank you.
road, that'd be
We'll
great.
we'll talk to you more on Saturday. We'll be right back.
I am a physical therapist. My job is to lend a hand, or unlock a leg, fix a foot, stretch you to the limit. No matter the injury, I have got your back. I'm Brent Colgan. This is Spine and Sport.
Griffon Sports Insider, sponsored by Spine and Sport Physical Therapy. Train like the pros.
Well, a special weekend on tap for former Missouri Western basketball coach Tom Smith. The Griffon legend will enter the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame this Sunday in Springfield. Smith one of 15 inductees into the class of 2014. He retired last year with 618 career victories. He's the winningest coach in MIAA and Missouri Western history.
I'm not going into the Hall of Fame without winning 600 games. We all know that. That's a fact. But I think as far as I'm concerned, you know, when I get those notes that say you made a difference in my life and you changed some things and you made me grow up and you made me a man and you made me face some things that I didn't want to face. I think those are the things that probably make my Hall of Fame and induction into this particular Hall of Fame so special.
Missouri Sports Hall of Fame ceremony January 26th in Springfield.
And the NFL Combine begins February 18th in Indianapolis. And you know what? For the second straight year, a Griffon has earned an
Like that.
invitation. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Last year it was David Bass. This year, Reggie Jordan will get to show his skills off for NFL scouts and teams.
Throw the back shoulder fade for Jordan. Goes up, makes the catch.
A talented athlete with great hands and
Caught by Jordan. Touchdown.
My catching abilities. I think I can make the plays. I definitely think I can make the plays.
Wide open Jordan. Reggie makes the catch. Touchdown. Missouri Western.
Reggie Jordan's ability to catch everything has earned him NFL attention. The 6'3", 240-pound Griffon tight end has snagged a spot in February's NFL Scouting Combine in Indianapolis. The invitation-only event open to the NFL's top prospects.
the NFL Combine is a very difficult thing to get invited to.
We was already moving furniture, and I got a call from Indianapolis, so I didn't actually pick up the phone because I was moving, but then I called them back, and then the lady picked up. She's like, yeah, it's the NFL Combine, and we're just making sure you got your email. And I was just, like, is this a joke? Couldn't believe it.
While his career numbers aren't necessarily mind-boggling, Jordan's talent is unquestioned. 17 of his 52 career catches have been touchdowns. His ability to get the ball has opened many eyes. The Combine is a numbers game of multiple testing and a way of proving Jordan belongs with the likes of multiple Griffons and others in the big show.
There's a lot of the measurable things that he'll test well there. And the fact that he's got a chance to be looked at like that, it bodes well for Missouri Western and our player development. It bodes well for Reggie Jordan.
I'm a guy that believes in, anything is possible. Chance of a lifetime.
Reggie Reggie Jordan, the third Griffon in school history to get the combine invite. How elite is that? Well, Greg Zuerlein didn't even get a combine invite, and he's doing okay without it. But Jordan trying to become the fourth active Missouri Western alum on an NFL roster. It's been a pretty impressive run.
Well, very impressive run, and there's still some guys out there that are still waiting for combine invites as well, thanks to the media that you see, and so pretty impressive for Reggie Jordan. We wish him well. I think he's got a chance to make it.
Yep, I hope so too. We'll be right back.
No win. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is certainly long enough, and it is certainly perfect. Another field goal by Greg Zuerlein. He is now 5 for 5.
The most helpful physical therapist in the world on field goal kicking.
When the game's on the line, there's no one better than Zuerlein.
Zuerlein's kick is long enough, and it is good enough.
Train like the pros, my friends.
Now David Bass is going to sling him to the ground, his second sack in this football game.
Spinal sport treatment with Fred, his methods are extremely different from anybody I've ever been with because he takes your injury and breaks it down to a T. I came here right after I had my bone spur surgery for my left foot. He broke my body down, so he kind of went in and took it step by step from my hips down to my knees, to my calves, to my ankles, and fixed everything. I recommend Spinal Sport because of Fred. He has a passion for his athletes and getting people back to where they need to be.
Well, a special moment last weekend at Missouri Western. Student athletes on display, not for their performance on the playing field, but for their excellence in the classroom.
188 Griffon student athletes were recognized with GPAs of 3.0 or higher last semester. Missouri Western Athletics as a whole, a combined 2.99 GPA. It's a pretty impressive number.
It's an all-time high as well.
It is, and welcome back. We're back to basketball after a long, hellacious stretch. Missouri Western women are back on the right track on this roller coaster of a season so far.
Up and down,
Has
up
been.
and down. Started 4-0, then lost 2 players, then lost 9 of 10, then played a couple top 10 teams in the last 10 days. And now, maybe, possibly, hopefully, the roller coaster is on the upswing. The Griffons 1-1 last week, but impressive even in defeat. Let's look back. Wednesday night in Warrensburg, a battle of 3 of the last 4 Missouri Western women's basketball coaches. Rob Edmondson and UCM's Dave Slifer, Josh Keister, 1,100 wins between them. Central ranked 8th in the country. Griffin's game plan shut down the Jennies' top 2 scorers, Kiana Flex and Brianna Lewis. Steve doing the job early. Lanisha Lawrence draws the charge on Flex. The good guys like that. Griffin's attacking down low. Meanwhile, Quenisha Lockett couldn't be stopped in the post. Griff's down too early. Just before the half, though, Central's Shelby Winkleman, the and one, she had 12. Central up 31-24 at the break. Griff's down double digits in the second half, but more from Lockett. She had 15 points, 10 rebounds in just 20 minutes of work. She fouled out with 11 minutes to play. That's been a problem all year. Griff still trying to cut into the Central lead. Warrensburg native Sharnice Lewis with the steal gives it up to Jaquita Deaver. She had 14. Griffs would get to within 4. They held the Lewis Flex duo to a combined 21 points. That's 13 below their total average, but other Jennies stepping up. Raviana Howard, the and one. She had 23 points on 9 of 13 shooting. Central back up by 9. The Griffs fight but fall. 71-65 to final. And after a brutal stretch of schedule, the Griffins have dropped 9 of 10. But steady improvement is evident. The team remains optimistic.
I mean, what are you going to complain about? Our kids are battling. They're battling their ass off. I'm proud of them. I mean, we've played 2 of the top 10 teams in the country, and a Pittsburgh State team is a top 20 team, and we're right there. I really believe our team's getting better.
I think we're getting much better, much better. I think we're starting to put things together now that we have players missing. I think we're starting to find a way to put it together and make it work out here on the court, and I think we're doing a much better job with that.
Saturday, after a stretch of 3 straight losses against top MIAA teams, the Griffon women trying to get back on track against Southwest Baptist. First half, this is a good way to do it. Shot clock winding down, Jaquita Deaver, bank is open. Griffins open the game on a 13-0 run. Baptist would come back though, but the Griffins finish the half strong. Quenisha Lockett beats the double team and the buzzer. She scored 10 of her team by 12 points in the first half. Griffs go to the locker room with a 38-32 lead. Second half, they expand the lead. Jalissa Lewis cleans up the mess down low. She had 11 points. Griffs go up by 15. They get a balanced scoring attack from the entire roster, and Western runs away with a 73-63 victory. The Griffins now 6-9 overall, 2-7 in MIAA play, and after enduring a rough stretch, the schedule now lightens up a bit.
for us. And again, the balance was tremendous. We had 7 players score between 7 and 12 points, so we spread the ball around. I thought we were really aggressive in the second half going the free throw line. Got there 22 times in one half after not shooting a single free throw in the first half. I thought our post passing was tremendous. And then again, I think defensively we're doing a good enough job that like today we got to stay ahead and play ahead, and I think that makes our team more comfortable.
I feel like it would be easy to give up, but since we all say we're family and we try to stick together, we just try to do everything right and just do it together.
And joining us now on location, Rob Edmondson. We're on location because we taped the show on a Monday, and you guys play on a Tuesday. You play Missouri Valley College in non-conference play, because you've only got one conference game this week. So the question is, who the heck scheduled that in the beginning of the year?
That would be Roger Smith, our assistant coach.
Him.
Yeah, it's all on him. He did the scheduling. In the beginning, it sounds like a good idea, because when you don't have played any games, you want to play as many games as you can. You think, well, here's an opportunity during a week where you really don't want your kids to lose any type of rhythm. We'll throw a game in there, and it's good though for our kids right now, just to get on the floor and continue to get better.
We talk about some players that are kind of gradually getting it. This team's kind of starting to feel it again after such a roller coaster. Quenisha Lockett, that's one that she's averaging double figures when she gets on the floor, but the problem is she's her biggest enemy because she can't keep herself on the floor. She's hack-a-shack, but she's doing the hacking, and she can't stay on the floor. I've never seen a player like that get in foul trouble every single game, but she's doing well. Yeah, she's doing well. I mean, she's as productive with the minutes on the floor as anybody in the country. It's just about getting her more minutes, and I mean, you've probably heard us over there talking about not fouling, and we're trying to double and do some things to help her in the post, but she makes some poor decisions with her hands, and with today's rules, you make a poor decision, it's not going to be a warning. It's not going to be, hey, get your hands off. It's, okay, we're going to give you the whistle. And the thing is, she seems to collect them quick. So all in bunches. Yeah, and so the other night, every time she fouled, we took her out for 3 minutes. And if she comes back in and gets it right when she gets in, at least you saved 3 minutes of the game, I guess. I don't know. Well, let's talk about, maybe she can play about 40 minutes at Missouri Southern on Saturday. You mentioned good team, 12-3, very balanced scoring attack. They don't wow you with anything, but they shoot at a high percentage. They get to the free throw line. You have 4 players in double figures. Just an overall solid basketball team.
Very solid team. They're very inside oriented. We will really work hard on keeping the ball out of the lane. They're an inside out team. We'll focus on taking the inside away first, and then live a little bit with what happens on the perimeter. But we will try to do a great job of taking away their post play and their perimeter drives.
You get a week off from Esely's tantalizing trio. No, we will go to I Must Ask You a Question. So I will. I must ask you a couple of questions. All right? Yeah. Richard Sherman on Sunday, post-game interview. Did you see it?
I did not see it when it happened live, but I have seen it on YouTube several times.
Completely classless or priceless?
Classless with a high price tag value of just, I guess, ignorance. I don't know. It's funny.
The guy did have a 4.0 at Stanford, though. He's pretty intelligent.
Yeah. Smart enough to stay away from those kind of comments. But, here's the thing I know. When you're talking about high energy, high emotion players coming right off of a big win, going to the Super Bowl, there's your best chance for something to get said that may not want to be printable or recorded.
I could see Rob Edmondson doing that after a national championship, the next one you win, maybe. Right?
Oh, that next national championship. If you get a camera or a microphone on me, you're probably going to catch something.
We've already done that without a national championship game. You get 3 wishes. Genie pops out of a bottle. It's one of those generic questions. I don't want the world peace questions. Yeah. I don't want. I wish for peace for all mankind. You get 3 wishes. Anything you want. What are they?
Well, I wish I had a lot of money so I could give away a lot of money to take care of people. I would be a great giver. That's why I need to win the lottery. I would be good with that. I would take care of people. Second wish would probably be for my daughter to be happy forever, and then for my wife to stick it out with me forever.
Okay, that would be the 3rd wish, and that would be all right. Yeah. You can make those happen though without the wishes.
If I've got money and I can take care of other people and make other people's lives better, and my wife and daughter are happy, that's all I need.
If you won the lottery, what would you buy? What would be the first thing you buy?
Whatever you wanted first. I would take care of you first.
Okay, that went back to the whole we're not going to do the world peace thing, but it's okay.
First thing. Truthfully, if I was on a roll and won the lottery, I'm hopping a private plane to Vegas. I'm taking probably 10 of my closest friends, and it's free for everybody, and we're going to go tear it up.
And then you'll lose all the money that you won in the lottery.
And then I'm back to just having 2 happy people, my daughter and my wife. No, I probably wouldn't. My wife would probably be pretty upset at that point.
Let's not gamble. Let's go get a win on Tuesday and a win on Saturday. Let's just do that.
Let's do that.
Make sure of that.
We don't need a genie for that.
We can control that.
Yeah.
Rob Edmondson,
thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That's Rob Edmondson. We'll be right back.
Sometimes I wonder if Elvis had hip pain. And if he did, I know I could have fixed it. And if I did, he'd still be alive today.
Coaching football at North Kansas City High School 6 years after graduating from Missouri Western, Greg Carbon thought his time in St. Joseph was over, but that changed last summer.
I wouldn't imagine it, not in a million years. I thought, you know, if the football thing didn't work out, I thought I was going to be a graphic designer working in Kansas City.
Carbon's working this school year as Missouri Western Athletics' first coach dedicated solely to strength and conditioning. It's giving the Griffs a leg up they've never had before, as all of his attention is focused on the weight room.
Just by talking to the coaches to see, you know, what we lacked, whether it be strength, speed, or whatever the case from last season, and put it into my workouts to try to achieve a better trait, or to gain strength, or to gain that speed.
During Carbon's short time at his new position, he's already making strides with the Griffs, including the defending MIAA champion baseball team.
I think the work ethic that he's been able to build with what's important away from the field, I think it's going to be a big difference for us.
Carbon's first year back in St. Joe coincided with his wife Marion's first year as head volleyball coach at Western, as she led the Griffs to its best MIAA record since 2000. And their career changes are actually benefiting their marriage.
There was often times where we go through the week and we wouldn't even see each other. So this opportunity that I was presented with, we looked at it as a big-time blessing, and we took advantage.
Now in his new role at Missouri Western, Carbon's hoping to push the Griffs closer to their ultimate goal.
We're going to put all that together with our other teammates and the other hard work that everyone puts in, and we're going to bring a national championship to Missouri Western, whether it be volleyball, football, basketball, whatever it is, we're going to bring more than one.
Thanks to Matt Trenton at KQ-TV for that story. Greg Carbon, one of the influx of Missouri Western graduate assistants that have all come in the last year and basically doubled the staff and
absolutely
made a nice contribution.
Great to have him and all of our additions on staff as well. And that's an example of how, speaking of workouts, it's time to get physical with Spine and Sports' Fred Schunkweiler. Here's this week's Train Like the Pros.
Okay, we're back with the girls basketball team talking about speed and reaction. Basketball players have to have fast feet. They have to react, both defensively and offensively. Here's a great drill to work on that speed and quickness. JQ is going to start with us at the top of the key. We're here at the top of the key. This is called a plyo step. And as she reacts, her momentum has actually got to go toward the basket. She's going to demonstrate this by doing a quick plyo step. Go ahead for us, JQ. Speed, quickness, turn, and react. Her momentum is going one way, but her first step is the opposite way to create that push off, that power. So here's the drill. JQ is at the top of the key. I've got two basketballs. She doesn't know which one I'm going to drop. She's got to react, get the ball, score the layup. Ready? Go. Good job. That's that speed and reaction. Alex comes in, same drill. She's going to perform that plyo step. Ready, set, go. She takes that ball, first bounce, shoots and scores. That's speed, that's quickness, that's reaction. That's training what's called a plyo step, using sports science to make that first step even quicker. That's training like the pros at Spine and Sports.
Well, a winter tradition resumes this weekend. The 4th annual Zumba in the Roomba takes place Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Griffon Indoor Sports Complex. The Zumba Marathon also has a new twist this year.
Yes, we've added, Ryan Menley, some other friends to help you get up off your Boomba.
You said that, not me. And what that means is Be Fit CrossFit training and titled boxing workouts are also added to the lineup, so it'll all be going on all at one collective, colossal time. Why do all of this, you ask?
Would you please tell me?
Well, besides the fact that exercise is good for you, the event serves as a fundraiser for the YWCA Choices program and women's athletics at Missouri Western.
And the Choices program is for those middle school girls and teaching them about good choices in life, how to own their own decisions and their own choices in life. It doesn't matter where you came from. You can be who you want to be as long as you do the work.
At Zumba in the Roomba this Saturday, 10 a.m. at the indoor.
You going to get up off your Boomba this weekend?
Probably not.
That's a good cause.
Oh, great.
Boy, he always shows up at really opportune times.
Eric Kramer, we had avoided you
Boy.
for a couple weeks. The NCAA compliance police.
He just crawled out of his hole, apparently.
What did we do wrong this week?
Boy,
Max
can't
isn't
wait.
here.
First off, guys, you can't have top 5 without Larry Bird. I don't know what Brett Weiberg was thinking.
But good point. We'll give it to you.
That's a good point. Brett
Good
Weiberg
point.
should
That's
suffer
Brett
for
That's
that.
Brett Weiberg's fault.
He's now officially suspended by Missouri Western and the NCAA.
Brett Weiberg probably deserves that.
It's not what you've done for the past week, it's what you've done for the past 6 weeks. We've talked about this over and over and over again. You cannot assault Max. You cannot hit Max with a chair.
He starts it every single time.
He is our golden goose.
Why do you have a small human being with you?
And why is she wearing disco balls on her feet?
It's Max's security. We called in the big dogs this week. Max needs some help, so we called her in.
Max will be at Zumba.
Max
He
is
goes,
not allowed
he
to
goes no one else will.
I don't care what happened last year. I don't care what he did to that woman in the spandex last year. He's going to be there. He's going to be at Zumba this week.
Not going to happen.
No.
I'm not going to allow it.
We're not. We've gone over the line way too far with you. You can do those Zumba moves if you like to, but it's not going to work.
This is all staged. It's all an act. He acts like he's hurt every week, and he's Zumbing.
He had a
now.
neck brace
He
on
couldn't
last
move
week, and now he's doing Zumba.
I don't care if he freaks out the women. Does not matter. He's going to be at Zumba this week.
You win again, dude.
Yeah, you win. You fooled everyone in America again. Stunning.
That's GSI for this
Shocking.
week. We'll see it for Zumba and the Roomba. We'll see it for the Hall of Fame. We'll see it for basketball.
Absolutely.
We'll see it for everything else.
And most importantly, wear gold, go Griffs.